Nnamdi Kanu's wife, Uchechi Kanu, and Mr. Peter Obi. This is the focus of this video today. One is a breaking news that you are missing the central message. The other one is an update that you are not really understanding what the wife of Nnamdi Kanu is saying. I will play the two clips that you may hear. But before I play the two clips, Mr. Peter Obi said that the government is coming after his life, and the government is coming after the things he does for a living. He said that the government wants to kill him. Nnamdi Kanu's wife said that her husband refused to allow their divorce to succeed, that she has been asking for divorce from the husband, and that the husband has refused to accept the divorce. Two questions I want you to help us and answer before I play the clip, and then we look into these two important news and update. The first question is this: now that the life of Mr. Peter Obi is in danger, should he withdraw from the presidential race and channel his focus, his resources towards Biafra referendum? That was number one question. Number two question: is it the right time for Uchechi Kanu to be looking for divorce from the husband? What damage will it cause in the Biafra referendum or in the Biafra restoration project? And what damage will it possibly cause to Nnamdi Kanu? These are two important questions. Please, I want you to help us answer these questions. Let us begin with Mr. Peter Obi. After that, we go to Uchechi Kanu. Listen.
The way they are going now, truly.
Yes. So there's a possibility you will not be a candidate based on how.
Not even a candidate. I might not even be alive. I'm telling you. Every single thing I do for a living, this government is frustrating it. Deliberately so. Everything. So there's even possibility if they have opportunity, I will not be alive.
Oh wow, that's a big.
Now listen, the tape will continue. He said this government, he was emphatic. He was saying it, mentioning the government of APC. So he is saying that the government of Tinubu, that is what he's saying indirectly, want to kill him. And the government is going after everything he does for a living. That if they have the opportunity, they will kill him before the 2027 election. This is not just a propaganda. This is an alarm. This is a red alert that Mr. Peter Obi is raising, and some people don't understand it, and many people don't understand the message that Mr. Peter Obi is passing across. Many people have failed to know, to read between the lines, to see that indeed this is not a propaganda. Why did I say it's not a propaganda? Mr. Peter Obi has been in the corridors of power. Of course, he is also in the corridors of power. Mr. Peter Obi understands when the government want to carry out certain dirty jobs against their perceived opposition, against their perceived enemy. He has been in government and the governor of Anambra State. He knows, he has intels. Someone like Mr. Peter Obi will not just come out and begin to lay unnecessary and unfounded accusations or allegations. It's not possible. You know that he's very diplomatic. You know that he believes in a new Nigeria. That has been his campaign slogan. A new Nigeria is possible. PO. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So for him to come out and say this openly, that this government want to kill him, he knows what he's saying. He is raising alarm. What is the central message that this message is passing across right now? We will still play the remaining part of it. That central message is this: the possibility of me becoming the president of Nigeria in the 2027 is not really clear. It is not really guaranteed. It is not really certain. That is the central message that many of you have missed. Some people are missing it in this breaking news. Mr. Peter Obi is indirectly telling all his supporters and everyone that there is the possibility that he will change his pattern of politics and begin to capitulate and begin to take it easy with the government, or wait for the incumbent president to do his second tenure. That is the central message. He wants to tactically withdraw from the presidential race, or he will no longer be tough. He would just be doing formality. Oh, I'm coming out. I'm going to be the president of Nigeria. Just formality. But deep down within him, or behind closed doors, he has negotiated his withdrawal from the race with the government in order to spare his life and also spare his source of income. You know that two things can make a man change his policy and principle and integrity. One of them is life. When his life is in danger. Is it not politics? Some people will ask him, do you want to die because of Nigeria? And leave your family and leave your beloved wife? And then he will consider it. Number two thing that will make a man to withdraw or to change his integrity is when his means of livelihood is in danger. When bank accounts are frozen. That was one of the things that they did to Nnamdi Kanu during the time of Obasanjo. His bank was shut down, airline was shut down, a lot of his businesses were shut down. The same card is being played in the case of Peter Obi. Let us continue with the video.
The big
accusation. I know I get frustration every day because you do things that you think they will be normal. It is not normal any longer. They won't come directly and say, oh, we're doing this, but you could see their hand in virtually everything.
So the government is attacking you personally.
They're attacking everybody who is in a position personally.
Right.
I'm being attacked personally. Everything, even to provide me with necessary things that I should have been entitled to. Not at all. I had a case recently at the airport where people who work in the airport came and locked my car. And I said, it's me. The person said, it doesn't care. But I said, look at the cars of other people. And you could see them talking to each other, as if, who is this one? We have divided the country, breeding hatred among us. That's why I keep saying, I want to bring back unity where there's division. I want to show love, compassion, care. It's gone out of here. I said, I'm looking at somebody. He locked my car in front of me and saying, you're not supposed to park here. But there's cars here. So what is the exception to my own? Should the Anansi people I know at the airport, they will not greet me. Because they are afraid that if they greet me,
they become targets of the government.
Thank you. And now people send me invitation and say, my son, my daughter is wedding, but please don't call.
Remember, after now, we will go to the tape of the wife of Maxwell Nnawuihe. Don't log out. By the way, I want you to like and share this video immediately. Mr. Peter Obi said that he wants to bring hope. He wants to show love. They don't need you. The system is against you. The system does not welcome anyone from Igbo, more especially with credible or high profile, to favorably and successfully compete with the powers that be, to dismantle the fraud in the system and to bring about good governance. They want to show love. Look at the stigma. They are now stigmatizing him. They are now afraid to come close to him. That is the machinery of the government put in place to frustrate him. Remember, he must go about to campaign, as he has been doing. People are now running away from him. Who is he going to talk to? Who is he going to discuss with? Who is he going to discuss and martial out strategies for the victory of the 2027 election in his favor? Who? Now that anyone that greets him is targeted by the government, anyone that shake hands with him or come close to him, they are now targets of the government. Remember the question I asked, should he withdraw from the presidential race and focus on Biafra referendum and begin to talk about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, or should he continue? Because the Bible says in the book of Psalms chapter 11 verse 3, if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? If the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? You want to show love, you want to bring about a new Nigeria, you believe that a new Nigeria is possible, but there is a foundation under this very country, upon which the country was built. Let us talk about Maxwell Nnawuihe Kanu's wife. Listen.
A quick one, yeah? I just called Prince Darlington and I blocked him. So instead the child goes there and I block Okwagi. And I want you to send this voice note to Onendu because I'm not going to know. You know, I'm that now. Okay? And actually is when you actually sit down and discuss what is not truth. Yeah? That is what gossip is. And concoct things that are not in existence. And Umo will be very good at that. and I can't stand it. Okay? So if ever you and I have had conversations, and that is the conversation that took place when Onendu was taken, and is what is true out there. Onendu Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. He was taken in Kenya. He was arrested in Kenya. And then what was he doing in Kenya? I did not know that he was in Kenya. He took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. And Okwa who were in a certain place. I want you to send this voice note to him. Okwa who were able, one person has refused to change. Now, I got the other person at home, and that other person has said, I want a divorce. Then the one can make it in Kenya, why make it refuse the divorce.
Did you hear what she said? The tape will continue. Some of the things she said was in Igbo and others in English. What she was saying, this is a voice note that she sent to someone. Recently, it came to the public light. She said that Nnamdi Kanu has refused to change. That is what she said. We are not here to try to be diplomatic because it's already in the public. Uchechi Kanu said that the husband has refused to change. That the husband has been punishing her or suffering her. In other words, that the husband has been punishing her or dealing with her or oppressing her. She has been telling Nnamdi Kanu to change, but Nnamdi Kanu has refused to change. Change from what? She did not say. Change from what? What are you doing? You said that the husband is punishing you. What type of punishment is that? She is supposed to say it in this voice note and also produce evidence in order to back up what she's saying, because the husband is not outside to defend himself. And that the husband has refused to change. And because of that, she asked for a divorce. She asked for a divorce, and the husband refused to give her a divorce. She is supposed to be the queen of Isama Farqibe by Igbo tradition and custom. And she said that before you know it, the husband took his bag and said that he is traveling for a meeting. And that she didn't know that Nnamdi Kanu traveled to Kenya.
And then went there and married someone else and started to live a different life, bought a house, living his life, abandoning that other woman in the UK with their child. This is the conversation that
she said that Nnamdi Kanu went there and started living a different life with another woman and bought house and abandoned her with her child. That is what the wife is saying here. Is it true? Type in the chat section now. Is it true? Who is the wife that Nnamdi Kanu is living with in Kenya or was living with in Kenya before their abduction? What is the name of the wife of that woman? What is the name? If you know the name, type it, please. What address? What is the address of that Kenyan house? Do you know it? Have you seen it? Type in the chat section. More especially, this woman that Nnamdi Kanu's wife is accusing her husband of living with. Where does she come from? Is she from Nigeria? Is she from Kenya? Where is she from? If you know where she's from, type in the chat section. These are things that the wife of Nnamdi Kanu has said. That's why I asked the earliest question in the beginning of this video. What Nnamdi Kanu's wife is doing now, this divorce, is it the right time? Is it the right time? And what damage is it going to cause in the Biafra restoration project and in the life of Nnamdi Kanu? What damage? If you are just joining now, I want you to still answer this question. Listen.
this is the conversation that you had a conversation as well with someone, and I had to make that known that now I don't know where he was. I did not know he was living a different life, which everybody knows. So when you are having problems with Chinasa, I call him that and I told him, with problem with Chinasa, then give me the audacity to write that Namona Chinasa and gossip, turning people's heart from Onendu. God will punish that person that gave me. Mark my word today. Write it down. Write it down. This place, the heroes are only no. Just write it down. You will not get to the end. Yes, I said it because you Jack or John Naga Ashin Yokuru Nanu Kunashi na Shiri or John Naga Ashin Yokuru Nanu Kunashi na Shiri. What's it? But why I'm just sending this voice note is please, when next you go about talking about how people are dragging Chinasa, uno drag what Chinasa. Okay? Drag one Chinasa. Only one there they all me again. Now Chinasa is gossiping with Onendu's wife. Chinika pota pop onya ho kono wa. Ya boya no walls up. Why am I bebe? Oga adonya hanama. Onya who will continue to lock in the shadows. Onya who will continue to scurry around in burrows. You know, to around the Chinasa. But when you're dragging Chinasa, keep dragging him. Don't ever. I'm onya man again. Sina man Chinasa na kashire. Come onya ma bonya ho. Onya ha ga hu ho man wa. Onya ha ga be confused. Onya who will continue. Confused. Who will continue to run from one post to another until the end of their life. And they had the rules of Nnamdi Kanu and create nonsense, thinking that they are doing somebody else, or they're doing themselves. They're trying to create something for themselves. So I am just sending this thing, and
you can sense the anger in her voice. You can sense how furious she is, how upset, how I don't want to use the other word that is about to slip through my mouth. Before I paused the tape, she said that this Nnamdi Kanu, you people are running up and down. This Nnamdi Kanu ahụ nọ na-agbagharị na onye ọbụla na-agbagharị ha ga-eru n'ụzọ ha ga-ada. It means she said that Nnamdi Kanu will fail. Ha ga-eru n'ụzọ unu ga-ada. In other words, that Nnamdi Kanu will fail, that the husband will fail. And she was defending Chinasa. You know the Chinasa that she's talking about in this voice note. Between Chinasa and the husband, who is more important? Between Chinasa and any other person that she is defending. But we are responding to this very voice note. Your husband that paid your bride price, your husband that married you, your husband that did a lot of things to you, according to the information, who trained you in school, built house for you in your father's house, a lot, bought house in London where you live, bought your cars, and a lot of other things. I'm going to bring the tape in another video. Between her husband, according to Igbo tradition, according to the custom. I don't want to talk about Bible here because she may not believe in Bible. She said that she's only married, that she believes in water spirit and all that. So, between her husband and Chinasa, or whoever other people she is defending, who should be more important, regardless of the differences they had in their marriage that made her to seek for divorce? Is it the right time? The husband is in prison. Is it the right time for the wife to seek for divorce and also to bring this very information to the public light or public domain?
And when I'm done with this, I will block you. Okay? Anybody that is not upright, when I am in business, God forbid, send this thing to Onendu. Okay? And I don't lock in the shadows.
Did you hear that? She said, send this to Onendu. Send this to Onendu. Onendu means leader. Who is the leader? She's talking about the husband, Nnamdi Kanu. She recorded this voice note and sent it to someone and asked the person to send the same voice note to the husband. All these things she said here. She said, send them to my, should I call him now her ex? I'm not in position to do so until we hear from Maxwell Nnawuihe. All these things you had now. She said, send them to Onendu. She didn't say, send them to my husband. How do you think that Maxwell Nnawuihe will feel? What do you think would be damages that this is causing Nnamdi Kanu, that this is causing in the Biafra restoration project. I am watching and looking into the chat section, seeing and going through all your comments. Nnamdi Kanu is in big problem, but God will bring him out.
Subscribe on YouTube, TikTok, X, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow Maxwell Nnawuihe for more updates. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, X, Facebook, and Instagram for more updates.